friend of mine asked me the other day, why are you so positive about the BRICS alliance? And that is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. And my response to him was as follows. One, I am sick and tired of the Western hegemony that has actually imposed itself on Africa for the past 100 years or so, and has benefited them massively. And instead of developing Africa, but rather made it worse due to poverty and many other social ills that we all know about. Secondly, being tied to the US dollar for the past 50 years or so, or you could even say 70 years or 100 years, because the US has actually weaponized the dollar, because if you do not dance into their music, they will isolate you, kill you, and make you hated by your own friends. That's what they've been doing. Furthermore, they would go on to dictate to you how to worship, whom to worship, what to eat, and which cultural values to adopt. And as Africans, we are saying that enough is enough. A statement that was made by Vusi Tembekwa a couple of days ago. I think he was traveling from one of the African states, and then he said, Russia has plans for Africa, US has plans for Africa, Europe has plans for Africa, United Arab Emirates has plans for Africa, Australia has plans for Africa. And the question is, Africa, do you have plans for Africa? And in his closing remark, he said that Africa does not seem to have plans. There is no plan on the table. Yes, we are hoping to be moving from what they refer to as the unipolar to multipolar world, where we are going to be treated as equal partners. Whatever trade agreements that we would have with different countries in the world. And we are going to a situation where, as Africa, we are now negotiating as a bloc, not as individual countries, because that's the strategy that the US has been utilizing, divide and conquer. We are 54 to 55 member states in Africa, but when we discuss matters of national interest as a continent, we're actually negotiating as different countries, and that was our biggest downfall. Hence, these guys, they were able to come and divide and rape our resources out of our own continent. Yes, of course, if we as Africans, we do not have any plans, if we as Africans, we are unable to hold each other accountable and call into order one of our own when they deviate from the laws, if we do not promote accountability in the public service, if we do not complain and take to task those that are actually breaking the laws of our own land, we would still remain in the same position that we are in the next coming 50 or 100 years. Africa, it is your time. Let us wake up and move away from the victim mentality. Let us reject all this foreign aid from these countries, because at the end of the day, it is these so-called international NGOs that are here to be, they're saying that they are here to assist and make Africa a better place to live in. And what has happened in the past 50 years, we're still in the same position. It is really not helping. Let's move away from the victim mentality and take charge of our own continent.